ESPN 106.3.
WESP Jupiter, a good karma brands radio station.
The NFL is investigating Tyreek Hill for another domestic violence accusation. We got a team already having buyer's remorse on Russell Wilson, and half of the 49ers are already on the IR. Welcome back to football, man.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
The man, your man could smell it.
Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Streaming live on YouTube.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
Here's Theo Dorsey.
Good heap. It is your boy Theo Dorsey. Trying to keep it cool, keep it positive here, keep the good energy going and the good vibes on a Thursday, a thirsty Thursday. We've all agreed here on Theoretically Speaking that Thursday is the best day of the week. You can't get any better than a Thursday. I don't care where you are, who you are, what your work schedule is. This is it. This is the epitome of a great day. This is the mountaintop. We've reached it. C-Cat's on the other side of the glass, on the ones and the twos. Not only does he agree with me on that, I think he agrees with me on this as well. I don't know how the Tyreek Hill situation ends in Miami, but I have to assume it's going to end in a fiery flame, in an epic, departure. And I don't think it's going to be ceremonious of the once superstar wide receiver. It's continuously getting ugly. But again, C-Cat on the other side of the ones and the twos, ready for some Thursday night football.
On a scale from Matt Stafford leaving Detroit to Antonio Brown leaving the NFL, how cataclysmic will this be when Tyreek Hill eventually severs ties, or more likely the Dolphins sever ties with Tyreek Hill?
I think it's way closer to Antonio Brown. And funnily enough, the parallels are already there. Antonio Brown did that when he was on the Buccaneers. I believe that was a Bucs-Jets game.
Yes, it was. It was at MetLife, yeah.
Very good chance that you get it at a Dolphins-Jets game. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is Tyreek Hill's a guy that also active on social media, big-time streamer, hangs out with streamers. Very erratic with his behavior at times. And also, we already watched him quit on his team in the middle of a game last year. So this is patterned behavior that is not distant from what we know. He's a habitual creature like many other humans, and it seems like this is right up his alleyway.
Is Tyreek Hill going to do the Jason Tatum thing, but in all negative ways? Like Jason Tatum, it gets called out for copying what those before him did when they finally did achieve some success.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill is going to do the opposite, where finally their career comes to a close. So I think there is definitely a non-zero chance that we see Tyreek Hill take his uniform off on the field and then wave goodbye to the crowd as he walks to the tunnel in the middle of a game.
Yeah. That would be very Hill of him. That would be very tight. And if we know anything about the guy, again, he repeats things over and over again. We're going to get into this later with Tyreek Hill because that's not where I want to start the day. But again, like, he has a long-running history of receiving accusations or charges for both domestic violence and child abuse. This is in his history. This is in the filings. Lots of police reports on Tyreek Hill. He also has a bit of a history, especially in Miami, with being a problem in the locker room. Not necessarily heralded as a leader, despite him being one of the oldest players on that team and the most talented. But the results haven't been there for a year and some change now, and I am curious how the Dolphins part ways with him. Do they get to a point where they eventually do decide to just cut ties and cut him, or tell him to just stay home? It's like, if you're going to be a problem and a distraction, at least be productive on Sundays. Half of that isn't his fault because Tua has been bad, but the other half of that is, hey, be the guy, be the leader, speak some life into him, and also demand the ball, earn targets, and be the guy that they wanted to be when they traded all that draft capital and gave you all those contract extensions. But less about Tyreek Hill, more about the lowly San Francisco 49ers, because C-Cat, we learned today, officially, really heard it a little bit yesterday, but it feels really, it's locked in now. Mac Jones will be starting for the Niners this weekend when they play against the New Orleans Saints. I believe that one's in the Superdome, right? I think they're on the road.
Yeah.
But more importantly, it's because Brock Purdy, newly extended quarterback Brock Purdy, from Mr. Irrelevant to Mr. Moneybags, he has suffered turf toe on his right foot. He is expected now to miss between 2 and 5 weeks. And the San Francisco 49ers, who literally, I feel like every other year, all the wheels fall off of their vehicle. The San Francisco 49ers, once again, riddled and plagued with injury. It's not just Purdy. It's also one of his favorite targets in George Kittle, who's on IR. Juwan Jennings, also showing up on the injury report. And CCAT, this is a team who last year I predicted would not make it to the playoffs, and I was correct. Part of that was poor play. The other part of that was injuries that they suffered throughout the year. Usually the 49ers take a year off from this. Usually it's 1 year we're all healthy and good. The next year we can't put a starting lineup together. If they go back-to-back with this, I'm starting to feel like I can't resist the urge to use the C word. And I don't believe in this kind of stuff, but in sports, it feels real. The San Francisco 49ers are cursed. They absolutely are cursed. And I hate it for Christian McCaffrey, who is stuck there on that team with all that talent. I mean, he was one of the guys that went out last year. He's back now. He's playing. Who would have thought? I mean, how much money would you have to put down, to even get close to fair odds on Christian McCaffrey being the lone 49er out of that offense that is healthy, fully healthy, and playing like more than 75% of the snaps.
It's a one-game sample size, and in the week leading up to the season debut of the 49ers and everyone else in the NFL, his health was called into the question.
It was.
So let's not act like this guy is on the free range, good to go, nothing's going to get in his way. So the book is yet to be written on the health of CMC at the beginning of the season. That's all I'll say on that.
Yeah.
But, they have him on the lineup healthy.
He looked good.
And you know what this means? No Kittle. That means more touches for McCaffrey. That means more touches for McCaffrey because of no Brock Purdy, because he's a big pass-catching back, and that's the easiest completion to make for any quarterback. And when you put Mac Jones in there, I got to imagine he's going to use that safety valve, and that means more opportunity for Christian McCaffrey to get hurt.
That's true. It technically more opportunity for Christian McCaffrey to get hurt. But on the bright side, CCAT, remember that one really astute leader, that one really astute show host, Theo Dorsey, here on Theoretically Speaking, who before the season said, hey, Christian McCaffrey is plus 2,000 to win Offensive Player of the Year. CMC, who when he plays and is healthy, is always the number one running back in the league. When he plays and he's healthy, he plays a full season, he's the guy. As a runner and as a pass catcher and as a touchdown scorer, nobody tops CMC. We can go back and look at it year by year if you want to. Well, it's been Christian McCaffrey.
But that's because of reasons that are not in his control at all. That's because Saquon Barkley was a New York Giant.
Maybe. I'm not just telling you what we saw happen. And
I'm telling you, when we saw Saquon Barkley finally get unleashed from the shackles of the New York Giants, that he was the best back in the league.
No. Christian McCaffrey at full strength when the Niners are also rolling the way that they have been in the years because remember, let's not forget, CMC had to be freed from the shackles of Carolina before he could really pop off. CMC's peak years with the Niners, and I believe he won Offensive Player of the Year in one or two of those, he is the best running back in the league. Most versatile. He can line up in the slot. He's a better receiver. They are similar, at least when it comes to being runners of the football. Like finding lanes, exploding, hitting explosive plays. They're similar in that effect. And they both are every down backs. But I like Christian McCaffrey at his peak over Saquon Barkley at his peak when they're both in good situations. I digress from that, and I wanna just let you know, CCAT, that Offensive Player of the Year ticket is looking better and better every day.
You think so?
It's looking better and better every day. If the 49ers are going to be decent, if they're going to win, if they're going to look strong, it's going to be because of Christian McCaffrey, both in the pass and in the run game. He's gonna get like 80 touches in the Superdome this weekend. He's the guy.
Yeah.
He's the guy. I mean, Ricky Pearsall, he's the guy. Mac Jones is throwing the football. Dump it down to CMC and see what he can do. But you know who we're really going to learn a lot about, though? Kyle Shanahan. The 49ers are the most cursed team in the NFL these days. I mean, next to them, maybe the Chargers, maybe the Bills. But the 49ers feel like the team that I don't want to call it shooting yourself in the foot, but the injuries that plague them do feel like more, not self-inflicted wounds, but they feel like things that are less in the control of what other teams are doing to them. Like the Bills are cursed because they keep getting beat at the finish line, and they've done that through the history of the Buffalo Bills. The Ravens, I didn't even want to have to do this to you, but they just have these weird immaculate drops or these, players who play big in big moments coming up short. That happens. I don't want to call that cursed. I think they just haven't gotten over the hump. The Chargers have been cursed. They have weird injuries that pop up. Najee Harris with a fireworks injury where he almost lost an eye. Tyrod Taylor getting his lung punctured by the very medical staff that was supposed to be keeping him healthy. Weird stuff going on at the Chargers. We'll see if the Harbaugh family can break that curse. But back to these Niners. I need to see what Kyle Shanahan's got. Is Kyle Shanahan going to be more Kevin O'Connell and produce with a backup quarterback and compete and still keep this team in contention for the NFC West, which they were in the last place of last year? Or are we going to see the Kyle Shanahan of old, who, despite his reputation, CCAT, has been absolutely horrendous when he's not started either Brock Purdy or Jimmy Garoppolo? Have you seen the numbers on this?
Well, who are the other quarterbacks? So a little bit of Trey Lance.
Let's go.
A little bit of C.J. Beathard.
Let me give you first the numbers on it. Kyle Shanahan, as the head coach of the San Francisco 49ers, when starting Jimmy Garoppolo or Brock Purdy, both playoffs and regular season, 74-29. That is elite level stuff. That is championship contender level record. 74-29 is Kyle Shanahan's record when he's got his guy behind the center. Kyle Shanahan with a backup quarterback, and I'm not saying he should be excellent with them, but he has a high reputation as a quarterback whisperer and a play caller. Shanahan with a backup quarterback, 9-30. 9-30 is first pick in the draft level stuff. Again, if you want to go through the names, I got the names for you because I had a feeling that would come up, and that is
you should be winning a lot of games with Josh Dobbs, Nick Mullins.
But Kevin O'Connell does it. He does it.
Right. So we're comparing.
We saw Matt LaFleur do it last year with Malik Willis. All right, but back to the guys he's doing it with then. Okay, I got you. Kyle Shanahan in 2017 went 0-6 with Brian Hoyer. Who could blame him? But 0-6. But who could blame him? In 2017, as well as a little bit in 18 and 2020, C.J. Beathard, who has not really gotten a job elsewhere, 2-10 with C.J. Beathard. Nick Mullins, 5-11 under Kyle Shanahan. Again, man, surprisingly, Trey Lance, 4 games. So Trey Lance started 4 games for the 49ers. CCAT, what do you think his record was in those 4 games?
3-1.
2-2. Not bad. He's the only backup that does not have a losing record under Kyle Shanahan. And then there was Sam Darnold a couple of years ago in a Week 18 game. I don't really want to count that, but they lost that game against the Rams. That doesn't matter.
I'm not holding this against Kyle Shanahan at all. All I'm saying is, like, Kyle Shanahan can take a little bit less talented quarterbacks with a full training camp and create a franchise quarterback out of thin air, like Jimmy G for a little bit and now Brock Purdy for a little bit, as long as those guys do play. When given a potato bag in 1 week, no, he can't do that.
Okay, so here's...
Which I'm not going to hold that against him. Okay, does that separate him from Kevin O'Connell in terms of the greatest coach in the NFL right now? Sure, but what I would hold against Shanahan is more the playoff collapses when it mattered most. I'm not going to hold this against him whatsoever.
And I'm not saying this is a negative on Shanahan. I'm just saying we're going to find out if he's able to make something shake here because the team needs him to right now. Like right now, the 49ers are looking at him as the savior. They're looking at him as, this is why we pay you the money that we pay you. This is why we entrust you as the head coach. Despite the down years, he was never really on the hot seat. This is why you got the main headset. You grew up in the game. You have disciples all throughout the league now running your stuff because of how excellent you're thought of. Kyle Shanahan's got to earn his paycheck this weekend and until Brock Purdy comes back, and he's going to have to do so with Mac Jones. He is. What are you? You're just shaking your
No.
head. Oh.
I'm not. I'm shaking my head about a thought that came to my head.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Sorry. If you're watching us on YouTube at ESPN West Palm, it looked like CCAT was disagreeing with me. At ESPN West Palm on YouTube, tap in, stream with us, join the chat. But seriously, Brandon Ayuk's on IR. Like, George Kittle's on IR. CMC, you don't want to burn him out too much. You're going to have to lean on him. But Kyle Shanahan, you got to draw some stuff up. Next 3 games for the 49ers are very winnable games. You got the Saints on the road, you're home to the Cardinals, and you're home to the Jaguars. You got to go 2-1 in this stretch, and you're likely going to have to do that with Mac Jones. And if you're Kyle Shanahan, I'm looking at you right now, and I'm saying you show me. If they don't do well in this stretch, who's going to blame Mac Jones for that? Like, the dude he's now into that sphere of he's a career backup now. He's 27 years old. He'll never likely ever be a starter in the league. He's going to be a career backup. He went to San Francisco for this very moment.
Yeah, all of the blame is not going to go to Shanahan. It is going to go to Brock Purdy.
For getting hurt?
Yes. You're going to pay $53 million. You probably shouldn't get paid that much if you are that frail.
Yeah, I mean, he has been
He's
hurt
getting
a
paid
lot.
$2 million less than the human form of a Great Dane of Josh Allen, who's getting $55 million per year. They got paid to him the same offseason, if I recall correctly, the past offseason. That's what I would say. And maybe it's not to hold against Brock Purdy, but it's holding against the 49ers front office for tying their raft to Brock Purdy.
Yeah. They did it, though. It's too late. They had to keep their quarterback in-house.
And I think that you and I did come to agreement with the age of the tough, big hand, tall, durable quarterback is kind of back. We had our fun with the little guys who can defy the odds and throw the football over their offensive line. No, you got to be tough and you got to start the games. I think that is definitely – I honestly do think that if the 49ers in these 6 weeks that Brock Purdy's out go 2-4, I am holding that against Brock Purdy for not being on the field. Brock Purdy is a guy that you work with who just got a big raise and then used 2 weeks vacation off the jump.
Yeah.
And you're like, what? We just paid you, dude. We need you here.
We actually would like the reason we paid you this is so you could show up. Is it Parcells that said your best ability is availability?
I'm sure he said that at least once.
Well, I mean, people credit it to him, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, it's neither here nor there. Brock Purdy's got to be healthy for this team to actually be good. Shanahan has been bad in his career with backups, and he has a chance. This is the best backup he's ever had in Mac Jones. This is a former Pro Bowler. This is a guy who Mike Tannenbaum, our friend, former general manager of the Jets, former VP of football operations for the Miami Dolphins, a guy who studies the game of football. This is Mac Jones, the guy who Mike T said dark horse MVP candidate just 3 years ago.
Top 100 player in the NFL in 2022.
Yes, and also Kyle Shanahan, remember the Niners wanted Mac Jones in the NFL draft. Shanahan specifically, it was reported, wanted Mac Jones. So you got him. So do something with him. And I know that the targets are hurt. I know that the offensive line is a little weaker than it was last year, but I want to see Kyle Shanahan earn his paycheck this weekend. I will gain a great amount of respect for him if in this 3-game stretch, I mean, especially if he can pull out all 3. If the Niners are 4-0 3 weeks from now, then I can be reaffirmed in believing that he is that guy. If they do anything worse than 2-1, they go 1-2 or 0-3 in this next stretch. I am not looking at Mac Jones as this is a referendum on you. I'm looking at Kyle Shanahan and saying, are you worth the full investment that the 49ers have given you? Are you worth all of the glory and the hype and the credit that people heap onto you? Maybe Brock Purdy is better than what we assume. But what I do know is the 49ers seem cursed. To you, who's the most cursed team in modern day sports? I unequivocally say it's got to be the San Francisco 49ers. This is a squad we expect it to be NFC Championship game bound. And here they are again, half of their production already on the IR. Last year, CCAT, the Niners had 253 games worth of missed games from players. It's a mouthful. It's weird to try to kind of, they only play 17 games. The amount of starters that missed games due to injury If you accumulate all of that from last year from the Niners, 253. That's a record. That was the top in the league. And I don't know if it's really a record, but it feels like it. I'm just saying things now. The 49ers are the most cursed team in the NFL. They're the most cursed team in sports. But who do you think is actually in the running with them? A cursed sports franchise that could compete with the Niners on that. Hit us up on the Baptist Health Hotline, 888-760-3776. 888-760-3776. That's the way to join the show. Or you can do like Luis is doing in the ESPN West Palm YouTube chat and give us some feedback there. He's saying that Robert Saleh's got the defense better. He's also saying he'd like the 49ers to trade for some of the Dolphins' weapons. But why would they do that? You trade for Hill. Hill's already had injury concerns. He'll be on the IR in a couple of weeks. I don't know what it is about the medical staff, about the training regimen, or whatever's going on in San Francisco, but clearly it ain't going the way they would like it to go. Hit us up on the Baptist Health Hotline, 888-760-3776. That is the number to join the show. Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Welcome to pro-level orthopedic care at Baptist Health. From sports injuries to everyday aches, our expert team delivers the same advanced care trusted by the pros. Get back to the life and the activities you love, and you can learn more at baptisthealth.net/ortho. That's the place to go to get your body right. I know a team that can definitively use a little bit of help in that category. Just going to leave it at that. I don't know, CK. Do you think of any teams as being as cursed as the Niners seem to be? Because they are unequivocally, you look at the roster, you're like, they're contenders. And then by week 5 or week 7 every year, it's like, oh, well, there that goes. We'll see you next year. Purdy, I think, has not gotten through a full season yet as a starting quarterback. I'll never forget the NFC Championship game where the Niners had to trot out Josh Johnson at one point because Purdy's arm fell off. And I forget who the backup was, but he also got hurt. At a certain point, it's like you got to feel, woe is me. You got to feel very woe is me, or just my team is cursed. We got West Coast T. West Coast T is pulling up on us on a Thursday. You're joining, theoretically speaking. Good people. How you loving this Thirsty Thursday so far, West Coast T?
Yeah, it's a good, comfortable Thursday for me. But the Loyal Niner game, I see what you're saying, but we've been to a couple Super Bowls and playoffs, and yeah, we came up short, but I don't think we cursed. If anybody's to be the cursed franchise, you better look at that team over there in so-called Dallas, so-called America's team. They ain't even done nothing. So if any team is cursed, let it be the Cowboys. Put a little respect on my Niners. At least we've been making playoffs, and we went to a couple Super Bowls. We just came up short.
West Coast T, I agree with you. The difference is I think the Cowboys do it to themselves. The reason why I say the Niners feel cursed is because I don't believe y'all deserve this. Once again, you got half of the team already on IR, and these are good players. These are elite-level players you need to win. Does it not feel like every year going into the season you have a little bit of angst of, okay, who's going to go down and for how long?
Well, when you put it in that perspective, I could see where you're coming from, but something's got to give. But I just don't think that we're just the most cursed. But I can see where you're coming from when you put it in that perspective.
I got you, West Coast T. And look, I appreciate the call, West Coast T. I think that's our first call from West Coast T. He feels like good people. He's a Niners fan. He's part of the Niners gang. So this is not me ridiculing or attacking the San Francisco 49ers at all. Got a lot of respect for that organization. I got a lot of respect for Shanahan, for Lynch. I like what they've been building out there. Oftentimes I like what they come out of the draft with. Big Christian McCaffrey fan. I hope the best for the Niners in the NFC. But I do feel like they suffer some of the most ill fate on the football field. And we didn't even, I don't even remember seeing Purdy go down in the game. It's just like he just showed up with turf toe.
What is turf toe? I feel like I should know that. As a sports talk radio contributor.
Yeah. I don't necessarily know what it kind of looks like, but I think what it amounts to is I know how it inhibits you. Turf toe is pretty much like when you cannot push off of that big toe. Imagine your big toe being screwed up. And the issue with turf toe is not something that you can get surgery for. You just have to let it rest and rehab.
Gotcha. So it's not like getting those little pebbles of rubber
no
stuck under your big toe now.
No, turf toe is the nickname for it. I think there's more medical. It's probably like a minute fracture or something.
It probably happens. It's more likely to happen on a turf field than a grass field, if I were to guess.
Yeah, which is why they go with the turf toe thing. But all I know is it is impossible to play through turf toe, and that's why they have this weird timetable for Brock Purdy, 2 to 5 weeks. Like, returns from turf toe are hard to predict. Big Homie is on the line, the Baptist Health Hotline. And Big Homie joins us on a Thirsty Thursday. You're an Eagles fan, Big Homie. Who do you think is the most cursed team in sports, though?
The most cursed team in sports has definitely got to be the Cleveland Browns. But I just wanted to call in. You said that Brock Purdy's arm fell off. I believe we took his arm off
what?
In the game. It didn't just fall off. And the 49ers are cursed with Kyle Shanahan, and I hope they keep that curse for the next 10 years, too, because everybody seems to like to forget. Yeah, he lost it, too, with the 49ers, but he was over there holding that clipboard, too, in Atlanta when 24-3 happened. All right, so, yeah. He need to be on that hot seat, too.
Yeah, I got you. Hey, Big Homie, I appreciate the call. Make sure you tell your team to keep their saliva to themselves this weekend. I would hate for them to be.
McCaffrey, we ain't worried about that.
He came back. You're not worried about who?
About Jalen Carter doing nothing idiotic.
Okay, bet. Just tighten him up. I want the Chiefs to win fair and square. That's all I'm saying.
I think Big Homie had a talk with him.
Yeah,
Big Homie pulled Jalen Carter aside. Yeah. Said, listen, you saw what we can do. We can rip Brock Purdy's arm off when we're at full strength. But when you spit on Dak Prescott, see, you didn't have the opportunity to rip Dak Prescott's arm off.
True. They might have saved the Cowboys season. Appreciate the call, Big Homie, and enjoy your Thirsty Thursday. Big Homie, good people as always. And I want to say, C-Cat, there is no world in which I would think a team is I don't want to say a team is saved by injury, but a coach's job can be saved by injury. I don't think there's a world in which you can put Shanahan on the hot seat if they go on a skid with Mac Jones. But I do think his reputation can take a hit.
Sure. He's not the golden boy.
Yeah, like he can't I am going like his Q rating and especially for me, I am going to think a little bit less of him and his ability to adapt on the fly and his ability to get guys prepared and to win games through well-oriented strategy and whatever the hell you want to call it. I am going to think a little less of Shanahan if he can't squeeze out wins with Mac Jones. We're not talking about some unproven. It's not like he has to turn around like Stefanski would have to do and go to Dylan Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders. No. Mac Jones is a professional NFL quarterback. He's 27 years old. He's won at the highest level in college football. He has had I think they produced a winning season in New England. I've seen other coaches win with him. Now you got to do it.
Yeah, I do not think the Bills are cursed. I think that a lot of franchises would just do incomprehensible things in order to make it to 4 Super Bowls in a row, and incomprehensible things to get a talent like Josh Allen as their quarterback who can stay as healthy as Josh Allen at quarterback. I do not think the Bills fall in that cursed window. I also think the 49ers have enough success that they cannot be considered cursed. With having Montana, winning with Steve Young, and now going to Super Bowls under the Shanahan era. Yeah. I agree with Big Homie that I can't consider them cursed. And you know what? I'm agreeing with Big Homie once again. Got to be Cleveland Browns. If we're going to stay in football, it's easier right now to stay in football. The Cleveland Browns are cursed.
Are they cursed or are they just decrepit? Like, are they cursed or are they incompetent?
Every decision they make goes wrong. They signed and traded for the hottest free agent quarterback.
That came with some, came with a little bit of, came with a little,
different types of controversy.
Yeah.
But there was legitimate jail time served by Mike Vick, and he panned out with the team that took a chance on him when he came back to the league.
Yes. So he did his time.
Okay.
It takes away that karmic response from the universe there.
You think, I don't know what the actual, in this theoretical world, if, for some reason Deshaun Watson instead did jail time for his acts. Again, this
Michael
is
Vick. The thing people forget about Michael Vick, and again, we don't have to go down that lane. I know what you're going to say. If Deshaun Watson served this time, maybe. What I'm saying is, would he focus on football, get itchy back on the field and play better? That's what I was saying.
Deshaun, that's what I wasn't. I don't know what you were going to say.
I was going to say that in a roundabout way. Deshaun Watson was both unapologetic and dismissive of everything that was alleged of him. And again, maybe he's right? And there's a world in which Deshaun Watson did nothing wrong to those 26 plus people that alleged that he did. He was unremorseful and unapologetic, and he stood 10 toes down on deny. And he didn't serve it. Like, I guess he did some out-of-court settlement stuff, but nothing ever really, he was never really penalized.
A lot of paperwork.
Mike Vick literally not only did the work, he served the time. He was contrite. He apologized time after time after time. What else do you want from Mike Vick if you're the world or if you're people that love dogs? Don't do it in the first place? Sure. But, people get second chances all the time in America. But Mike Vick did what he was supposed to do.
It is a whole lot easier to sell to your fan base and to the league at the time.
Yeah, I get it.
Signing Deshaun Watson than the images of Mike Vick in handcuffs behind, that just is, especially at the time, I feel like that's more of a difficult sell, and it did pay off. I had more of a reason to think the Deshaun Watson signing would pay off than the Mike Vick signing at the time. And clearly, I was wrong on both.
I get you, but Deshaun Watson too. I think this is a mental. Quarterbacking is such a mental game, and I do think that there's something changed with that guy mentally after all of that.
Yeah, I think
he has not been able to get back to where he's supposed to be.
I think that's the case study.
Yeah,
I think that decisions will be made in the future, apart from the guaranteed money situation.
That was weird.
But actually taking on a quarterback with those types of problems going on off the field. Yeah. I think that decisions were made differently across the entire league after that went as wrong as it did.
Yeah. And also, like the Browns who invested into Johnny Manziel, Johnny Football.
Yeah.
It was he's come out and talked about how he didn't really study football. He didn't really give it enough effort. If they did their work on Johnny Manziel instead of making a splash pick in the draft, maybe they wouldn't have had him. I don't like saying cursed, when it's things that I feel like you did to yourself. They invested in Deshaun Watson. They drafted back-to-back second-round picks with domestic violence issues out of Ohio State. Do the work. And I guess with Judkins, again, he did this after that he was drafted. But, hey, maybe they are cursed. I don't know. I'm walking myself into a circle here. Maybe you're right.
I mean, did they learn from Johnny Manziel? Because in a different way, with a less lauded quarterback and with a lot less draft capital, they are taking another big personality, big superstar, with Shedeur Sanders.
It's different.
Someone who's got a lot of confidence.
It's different. I don't know how it's different. Don't ask me. I'm not going to sit here and explain it. I don't have time to. Well, you know what I will explain to you?
Yeah.
That the ESPN South Florida app is readily available at your fingertips. Just, you have it, right, CK?
Of course. Come on now.
That's how you literally open up that ESPN South Florida app, and let's say you're trying to listen to us, but you're on the go. Maybe you're getting in and out of a vehicle, leaving the home. How about you just open up the ESPN South Florida app, and immediately, whatever's playing on ESPN 106.3 is playing on your phone.
Bang!
You ain't got to press a button.
And if you want to watch, that's there too.
You can watch on the ESPN South Florida app. You can go back and watch previous episodes. You can go back and listen to old podcasts. You like Unsportsmanlike 6 to 10 a.m., but you can't wake your tail up in time? ESPN South Florida app got you covered.
Mm-hmm.
You maybe want to hear what they said on Russo and Rizzo about the Ohio State Buckeyes. Or what does Russo talk about most of the Yankees?
No, he is not a Yankees fan.
Not a Yankees fan, but baseball. He has a baseball take.
If you ask Steve Politziner what Colin Russo talks about, it's all about the Jaguars.
All about the Jags. You want Jags updates? ESPN South Florida app. Go to Russo and Rizzo. He's got them there for you. It's his favorite team. It's pretty good for him. It's weird.
If you want to see how many times Mike Rizzo runs his wash machine in a week, go to the ESPN South Florida app. You'll find out that answer.
And it's more than you would think. Way more than you. It's actually irresponsibly more.
It's going to rip a hole in the ecosystem with how many times he runs his wash machine.
It's all on the ESPN South Florida app. We got high school updates. We got high school football tonight. And you know what? Yeah, we're going to have those updates on the ESPN South Florida app. You want the scores, you want the news, you want the latest and the greatest. It's all in one place. Go where you find your apps, search ESPN South Florida, hit download, rate it, review it, give it 5 stars, tell them Big Teddy sent you. On the other side, we got to get around, and we got Jonathan Zaslow coming up soon. This is a packed-out Thirsty Thursday. It's the best day of the week. And don't forget, Thursday Night Football, Packers, Commanders, tonight, theoretically speaking, on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 1063.
We want to see you in a Greenway Kia. Are you tired of the hassle of buying a car? At Greenway Kia of West Palm Beach, we're changing the game. No pushy salespeople here, just friendly product specialists on salary here to help you find the perfect ride. With over 500 vehicles in stock and a goal to sell 250 by month's end, that means incredible deals are waiting for you. Forget the back and forth negotiations. Once you pick your dream Kia, you'll work with one manager the entire time, making decisions on the spot for a smooth, stress-free experience. We'll even handle the paperwork, your tags, insurance, and every detail. Need help learning all the features? We'll schedule a post-delivery session when it's convenient for you. And if you can't make it in, we'll bring a new Kia right to your home or office for a test drive. Plus, for a limited time, you'll see the factory invoice right on the windshield of every car in the showroom. Visit Greenway Kia today or shop online at greenwaykiawestpalmbeach.com.
We want to see ya in a Greenway Kia.
You lather, rinse, moisturize, and repeat. At this point, you're practically training for the Shower Olympics. But here's the twist. It's not your shampoo's fault, it's your water. Hard water leaves a mineral residue that clogs your pores and dries out your hair. Culligan water softeners remove damaging minerals, revitalizing brittle hair and dry skin. Upgrade your shower system today for only $79 a month. Visit Culligan.com for more information or just say,
"Hey, Culligan man!"
Football season is here, and the ultimate game day headquarters is Twin Peaks. Whether it's college Saturdays or NFL Sundays, catch every kickoff, every touchdown, every Hail Mary right here at Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views. From scratch-made favorites to ice-cold 29-degree draft beers, Twin Peaks is delivering all the winning plays. Looking for a stronger lineup? No one does game day like Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks, come for the game, stay for the experience.
Hey, Steph Prince here, General Manager of ESPN West Palm, to tell you about a team that has meant a lot to me and this community for a long time. Bob and the team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning have been helping me stay cool for years, whether at home or in the office. And living in South Florida with 3 kids, I don't know what I'd do without them. Family owned and operated, serving Royal Palm Beach and beyond since 1980. Let the knowledgeable and trained team at Bradley help you with your residential and commercial needs, installation, repair, seasonal maintenance, upgrades of all makes and styles and models of HVAC equipment, and so much more. Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning does things right the first time and makes the process smooth, stress-free, and most importantly, keeps you cool. Give them a call at 561-793-7497. That's 561-793-7497 or bradleyair.com. Any need, big or small, trust the amazing team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning.
The road is calling. Embrace the thrill of the drive with the fully electric Audi Q6 e-tron. Featuring effortless power, serious acceleration, and advanced Audi tech. The next chapter of Audi is here. Get exceptional offers at your local Audi dealer.
Racetrack is proud to support our local high school football teams. Whether it's Friday night lights or tailgate parties, Racetrack has whatever gets you going to fuel all the gridiron excitement this fall. Grab your favorite snacks, crispy chips, delicious Nathan's hot dogs, sweet treats, or our house-made pizza slices. Don't forget to quench your thirst with a variety of ice-cold drinks. Racetrack, your one-stop shop to fuel your football Fridays.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
Thursday night football tonight, Saturday afternoon on the gridiron in West Palm Beach, though, C-Cat. That's where you're going to be at.
Right down the road, right off the turnpike, right off of I-95 in beautiful West Palm Beach. It's the flagship campus of Kaiser University, the home of not one, not two, I'm going to save the suspense, 26 national championships. That's the Kaiser Seahawks. That's the way they do things there. One of those is a football national championship from 2 years ago. They went back to the game last year, and their season has already begun in 2025 on the football field. They knocked off number 6 Indiana Wesleyan in their first game of the season, all the way up north in Indiana, and their home opener is right here in West Palm Beach, 3 o'clock against Bethel. They're coming down from Tennessee, and they've got votes in that NAIA Top 25 poll. Can the number 2 ranked Kaiser Seahawks remain undefeated? You've got to be there to see it. 3 o'clock at the flagship campus of Kaiser University. You've got to see these guys play to believe it. You don't want to miss it. KUSeahawks.com for any more information you need about the Kaiser University championship programs.
The Safebound Get Around is brought to you by Safebound Moving and Storage, South Florida's most trusted moving company. You're safe with Safebound.
And this is the Safebound Get Around Stop by Stop. We visit the hottest headlines in all of the nation and over and across the globe. And CCAT is our conductor for the day.
Next stop.
We are stopping in New York, New York. We're at the NBA League offices because they've got a lot going on right now. Investigating the Clippers, and Steve Ballmer, and Kawhi Leonard. And we're getting more details by the day. Theo, I saw you quote tweet something where Kawhi Leonard played like 15% of games before an additional $2 million was paid to him by that fraudulent tree company, and then he played 86% of those games after that.
Yeah.
A lot of details there. But what I actually found even more troublesome was what Adam Silver had to say when he was addressing fans who can't afford streaming services to watch NBA games. This is how he said, well, what about this?
Free. This is a highly based sport, so, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, you name it, any service, the New York Times for that matter, to the extent that your content is not behind a paid firewall. There's an enormous amount of content out there. YouTube, by another example, that people advertising based that consumers can consume.
So, yeah, it's okay if you can't afford to watch the games. Just watch YouTube and watch the highlights.
That's what people do. You're mad at him for saying that? I mean, again, he still has a product to sell. He has a business to run. He can't give the games away for free. So people are going to choose other ways to consume it. And a lot of the younger generation do not watch full NBA games. They only watch YouTube recaps of games or highlights on social media. They got to reach them where they want to be reached. TikTok montages of Jason Tatum probably do more numbers than actual Celtics games.
But how does that help the advertising partners that are putting commercials during NBA games? Because that's where a bulk of the money comes from.
Yeah.
That's what makes it worthwhile for the networks to buy NBA rights. And that's what funds the league is the TV rights, right? Like, it's not the TikTok numbers that they might do.
No, but what helps the league, though, inevitably, is the amount of...
I don't think so. I don't think you can fund a league by views on social media.
No, you can't fund the league by views, but branding is currency, right? Like, people being familiar with your star athletes and with your brands is currency. It matters that they have a high level of social numbers. It is driving numbers up in other places. I can't give you a direct A to B, but it works for the NBA, and he's not an idiot. Adam Silver, you think he hasn't thought about this every waking moment of his life?
No, I think he's trying to quick answer to it's too expensive to actually watch the NBA for certain people. That was a weak answer. That's what I would say.
It's not a weak answer. It's the truth. And I get you. I hear you. I am the last person in the world to be out here just trying to defend the commissioner of a league.
Wow. Lakers Thunders tonight. Can't wait to scroll TikTok at 12 o'clock to watch the highlights.
No, just watch the national games that you get on whatever broadcast television services that are available. Watch your local team and consume the rest of it online. And you know what? There's a lot of people that know other ways to circumvent and watch as well. So let's not short the fan here.
But also, I mean, I digress. We're going to go to Miami Gardens. The Miami Dolphins season didn't come off to the start that they had hoped, getting blown out on the road against the Daniel Jones-led Colts. And bad has turned to worse for the Miami Dolphins because Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill, he is under NFL investigation for new domestic violence allegations. Head coach Mike McDaniel said, quote, "We've been in communication with the NFL and will let the process play out."
Tyreek Hill, he's got to go. I don't like being that guy, but I also don't like the many of allegations that have been tethered to him throughout his career, since before we knew who he was, back when he was an unknown prospect out of West Alabama. Tyreek Hill has got to go. Some of the allegations from his estranged ex-wife, who was only married to for 17 months, who divorced him in April, these are allegations that are coming out of the divorce filings. It's not like she's trying to squeeze money out of him. This is literally just her reasons for separating from Tyreek Hill. One of the things she listed out in the 8 counts that she lays out of him being domestically abusing her is him putting out a marijuana cigarette, is what it called it, on her forehead in the midst of berating her. Him spitting on her is one of them as well. He pulled a Jalen Carter on his own wife at the time. And then also him, again, all this is alleged by her through the court filings of their divorce hearing, him also hurting her while she was pregnant with their child. If those things are true, that is not a guy I would want in my locker room. That is not a guy I will be able to root for. Women and children. We as men on this earth, we're supposed to be protecting women and children, not putting them in danger. And if Tyreek Hill is accountable for any of that, he needs to be held accountable. John DeZazlo joins us on the other side. He is the voice of the 305 here on ESPN 106.3. He's going to tell us what he thinks of Hill and the Dolphins coming into this weekend. That's CCAT. I'm Theo Dorsey with Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc.
Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fronrath, proudly representing the residents of South Florida since 1985, and proud supporter of Inter Miami on ESPN West Palm. Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fronrath has attorneys across South Florida ready to fight for your rights. They've recovered billions for their clients, and you won't pay anything unless you win your case. If you have been injured, call the attorneys at Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fronrath, 561-867-4117, or online at foryourrights.com. Main office in West Palm Beach.
Hey, Steph Prince here, General Manager of ESPN West Palm, to tell you about a team that has meant a lot to me and this community for a long time. Bob and the team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning have been helping me stay cool for years, whether at home or in the office. And living in South Florida with 3 kids, I don't know what I'd do without them. Family owned and operated, serving Royal Palm Beach and beyond since 1980. Let the knowledgeable and trained team at Bradley help you with your residential and commercial needs, installation, repair, seasonal maintenance, upgrades of all makes and styles and models of HVAC equipment, and so much more. Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning does things right the first time and makes the process smooth, stress-free, and most importantly, keeps you cool. Give them a call at 561-793-7497. That's 561-793-7497 or BradleyAir.com. Any need, big or small, trust the amazing team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning.
Calling all sports fans, grab your MVP card and head to Duffy's where you can catch all of the action. Not an MVP? Sign up for free and start earning rewards today. Duffy's is voted the best sports grill year after year with their award-winning burgers and wings. Don't forget about Duffy's famous 2-for-1 drinks all day, every day. And with over 80 TVs in every location, you'll never miss a minute of the game. Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more. Duffy's, our game is always on.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
Man, Tyreek Hill, either he is being lied on left and right throughout his entire lifetime, and I feel incredibly sorry for the man, or these long lists of abuses and assaults and domestic violence and all of these allegations that keep getting poured on him, or that is a pattern that I would not want in my locker room or part of my team. It's your boy Theo Dorsey. We're theoretically speaking on a Thirsty Thursday here, and we have a special guest. He is the mouth of the South when I'm talking about the 305 at the very least. He is Jonathan Zaslow.
You might know him as the Cooper City Rattlesnake. He's the human flamethrower of Miami sports radio.
Hey, you could be a maniac without being a jerk.
The preacher of the Pat Riley gospel.
They don't complain. They don't make excuses. This is the NBA. Deal with it.
The mayor of Dolphins Delusion.
The Dolphins are amazing. Are they the best team in the NFL?
And the only guy who can go from breaking down the Panthers' power play to cutting a full-blown Ric Flair promo. Woo! Jonathan Zaslow is the voice of the 305.
And he joins us right now, and you join us right ahead of a weekend where the Dolphins play the New England Patriots. First and foremost, thanks for joining the show. Secondly, are you excited to be watching that game?
Am I excited to be watching Dolphins and Patriots? That's a trick I just pulled. That's a radio trick I just did right there where I say the question again.
Yeah.
And it gives me time to think about what my answer is while I'm saying the question in my head. That's a radio trick right there. Now you guys know about that. I'm excited to the extent of, it's football. It's my favorite team. For what's the fallout going to be in this weekend? Or it's how long into the game is it going to be until the home crowd rains down a cascade of boos? I've set the total at over under 1.5 drives. So, there are things that are super interesting and content-based for guys like you and me. So, from that extent, yeah, I'm into the game, yeah.
The one reason why I'm starting to lean in favor of the Dolphins in this game, Zaz, is because I don't think people are giving enough credit to the fact that Mike McDaniel and Tua Tagovailoa weren't just going up against the Colts. They were going up against defensive coordinator Lou Anarumo, who has made Patrick Mahomes look like his mind was in a pretzel time and time again. He's the former defensive coordinator of the Bengals. He schemed up some stuff that confused the hell out of Tua, that made him throw the ball directly to a defensive lineman. I have to give some credit to the fact that the Colts defense might just be a lot better this year. And I think and I probably slightly hope that the Dolphins bounce back in a major way at home this weekend because the Patriots are not that. So there's your glimmering little slither of hope.
Maybe you're right about the Colts defense. I do think you're right about the Patriots being terrible, but so what? If the Dolphins come out this weekend and let's say they blow out the Patriots.
Yeah, that could happen.
That could happen. Does that mean that last week was an overreaction from Dolphin fans?
No.
Right.
No.
I agree. So, who cares? What is – so all that would happen is the Dolphins beat a really bad team, and guess what? In 4 days from Sunday, the Dolphins are on Thursday Night Football in Buffalo.
And
it's so who cares, if they blow out a terrible New England team? And it's not it's an overreaction. It's only, 1 week, Zaslow. It's not only 1 week. I'm grading this on a much larger sample size, which is that it was a continuation of what we were seeing last year. It was an offense that all of a sudden has become constipated. It was a quarterback who looks like a shell of himself. And, oh, by the way, we are literally a calendar year since Tyreek Hill has had a 30-yard gain. How is that even possible?
Well, it would help if Tyreek Hill didn't have, so many other things going on in his life outside of the game of football, divorces, domestic violence accusations from his ex-wife, the child abuse allegations he had years ago as well. At what point do the Dolphins, who, again, a lot of these things are alleged, Tyreek Hill must have the greatest legal team in the history of professional athletes. So a lot of these things don't fully work out, though we do know the NFL is investigating the most recent allegations. At what point do the Dolphins just say, hey, we're better without this guy in the locker room? He's not producing on the field, and he's a distraction off of it. Stay home.
Look, in theory, I'm with you, all right? Because obviously these things that you're talking about and referencing now that have come to light even recently about Tyreek Hill, he's a disaster off the field. Like morally, he's in the gutter. That's obvious, all right? But the part that makes me uncomfortable here is while these allegations might be new, we've known who Tyreek Hill is. I mean, Theo, like we're only bringing this up now because the Dolphins suck. All right, you know when he almost caught for 2,000 yards a couple years ago, we knew he was we knew he was a dirtbag then, but we're only caring now because all right, there's only so much we were able to put up with. The team was good, so okay, I'll look past the abuse allegations, but. Now the team's terrible. You're paid a lot of money, and I got to root for a bad guy. Boy, I'd really like you to get out of here. So I feel like, there's a hypocrisy coming from guys like us.
Yeah.
Where now we'd like to get rid of you. So I think it's important that we point that out.
Right.
But obviously, he represents my favorite team, and he's an embarrassment to my favorite team. And now we're shouting it from the rooftops that we don't want to root for that guy anymore, when I think it's also okay to point out that, you know what, that guy may also not be that great of a player anymore.
Right, that's the thing.
So if we want to get rid of him for those reasons, great. But if we're getting rid of him now because, we don't like the allegations and all that stuff, I feel like we come off a little bit hypocritical because, man, we were okay with it a few years ago.
So here's what I'll say. And this stuff dates back to college, right? Like the reason why he was no longer at Oklahoma State and had to go to West Alabama was because, that was the first time he had a pregnant woman saying that he was beating on her. So this is not new stuff. The difference, I would say, is excusing it over the past 4 or 5 years. I think that also came with a bit of a hope that he would change, that he would turn a new leaf and be a better person, right? At this point, though, not only has his game teetered off, but he's kind of been 10 toes down in some of the similar behaviors. So I think
it's fair.
People deserve a second chance, but at this point, he's on chance 9. And I'm like, okay, dude, you're not good at football. You continue to have women and children. They just keep on being put in harm's way somehow around you. And then sometimes you're strangers at a marina. Maybe we just part ways and we shake hands. Look at all the great college receivers right now. Look at all the young receivers around the NFL. He's a very replaceable player at the very least.
I think it's totally good most of the time with the second chances.
Yeah.
And I do believe, like, if the Dolphins were to fall to 0-2, because we know what's going to happen at Buffalo
So
a week from tonight, I do think there's a very real chance that they do move on from Tyreek Hill. And I understand what the cap hit and the ramifications would be, but Dolphins are terrible. Who cares?
Right.
But I think it's worth pointing out as well, or at least worth keeping an eye on what Kansas City does this weekend. Kansas City's hosting Philadelphia. I think the Eagles are going to beat them, which would mean the Chiefs fall to 0-2. So if the Chiefs are 0-2, and maybe it doesn't even matter if the Dolphins are 0-2, maybe the Chiefs, decide, hey, why don't we bring back Tyreek Hill? So I think it's something to keep an eye on.
It is. I'm curious, and I'm a Chiefs fan, and again, I am curious if they would, because they need a player like Tyreek Hill. I'm curious if they would actually spend to go get him, knowing what they're also purchasing around it, because they also had that guy in their locker room as well and probably had to deal with covering up some stuff before he got sent off to the Miami Dolphins. So I don't know, man. That is a tough situation to be put in. But if you're Patrick Mahomes, you're like, hey, my wide receiver ones keep getting hurt. They keep getting knocked out of games.
Yeah.
He needs help.
Yeah.
Zaz, where can people find much more of the South Florida allure all around sports? It's not just Dolphins. You talk Panthers. You talk Heat, which is coming up. Like, you're all over it.
Zaslow Show 2.0, wherever you get your podcasts. We cover everything Miami, everything South Florida based. So just search Zaslow Show 2.0. Like, rate, comment, subscribe. Do all that good stuff. I love you long time. And every episode is presented by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys, 800-747-FREE. If you're involved in any kind of an accident, you're dealing with a personal injury, they have a specific set of skills they put to work for you. They get you the compensation you deserve. Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys, 800-747-FREE, 800-747-3733. And make sure you're listening Saturday morning, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Top Girl Amber Wilson and I, we are going to be in Knoxville for our college football campus tour. Change the name of the show. It's not College Football Tailgate anymore.
Okay.
It's ESPN Radio presents College Football Campus Tour. So that's this Saturday. We're going to be in Knoxville. We're going to be on the river doing the show on Saturday morning. We got Tennessee and Georgia, which is a really awesome game.
That's going to be a fun one.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm looking forward to some action that's happening in Miami this weekend with USF Miami as well. Big college football slate coming up. Quick question, though, before you go here, Zaz. I don't know if you saw the Charlotte Hornets announced, what was that, yesterday, C-Cat?
Yeah, I think they announced their gimmick schedule, their giveaway schedule yesterday.
Yes.
And sports betting night
Yeah.
just so happened to be when the Heat came to town
Yeah.
on March 17th, which also happens to be Terry Rozier's birthday.
Yes.
And he is also was or is or whatever wrapped up in an FBI investigation.
That's right. Still is, yep.
They canceled sports betting nights, As. Did you see that?
I did. That's a lot of coincidence was mixed in there, and then they ultimately did the right thing where it's like, do we really need this aggravation? Do we need this attention? So, yes, I did see that. That's the right move by the Charlotte Hornets to do that. Who knows? Hopefully Terry Rozier's not even on the Heat anymore at that point. Maybe that's why they canceled it.
I was thinking that same thing. I'm like, hey, that's past the trade deadline, and Terry seems like a very good trade candidate. So that is a fun headline. Hopefully, though, they could find a new date for their big-time sports gambling night. They all need it. The people in Charlotte need it.
Yeah,
that's why they put it on there.
And sponsored, so someone paid for that.
It's gonna be on the calendar on one of those days. So we'll see where they reschedule it. So Zaz, appreciate your time. Looking forward to hearing you this weekend on ESPN Radio as well as Zaslow Show 2.0.
Great job, guys. Thank you, pals.
Thank you. That is Jonathan Zaslow. He, like me, a bit out on Tyreek Hill, but nobody knows what the hell to do with him. At the very least, the Dolphins would like to see him produce this weekend against the New England Patriots instead of Tyreek, play the football on the field. Stop playing the football at home. You don't do no. Play football when you have the helmet and the pads on. Like the people inside your house do not need you playing football while you are at home. Just do it on the field.
He might be a good less than candidate on Prize Picks.
That's the thing, though. He's a great less than candidate on Prize Picks, and that's the place where you use your inclinations, you use your football brain, and then you build lineups based on player stat projections, and then you win money. That's how it works. You don't always have to go more than. Sometimes you can go less than. And I'm about to look it up right now, what Tyreek Hill's stat projections are on Prize Picks. Download the app today, by the way. Download Prize Picks wherever you get your apps. Use promo code THEOD. You use that promo code, you get $50 in lineups for your first $5 lineup. Submit it, and then you can just keep winning more money and more money on top of that. Let's look at Tyreek Hill's stat projections. It just moved. His receiving yards are at 66.5. His receptions are at 5.5. And his longest reception at 23.5. We just heard it from Zaslow. It's been a full calendar year since he's caught a pass for 30 or more yards.
I think a 30-yard touchdown.
30 yards in general. No, 30-yard play,
really?
not just touchdown. No.
Whoa,
30-yard play.
You got to look at.
So this is tough. Here's the issue. When Tua's on the field and Tyreek Hill is on the field, Tua throws the ball to him early and often. They just don't seem to connect a lot. It's interceptions, it's batted down balls, it's missed connections. I think the Patriots can be had. I don't want to touch any Tyreek Hill stat projections this week.
Abstain. There's a lot of options. You don't need to tie to it.
I'm out of there. But there are many options you can clue yourself in on, make some picks, share your picks with your friends, share your lineups with your friends on Prize Picks, and then make some money. That's how the app works. More than, less than. You have between 2 and 6 player stat projections. So that's the good thing about it. You can go all throughout the league. You don't have to go straight to the fins and put your hard-earned money on or against players where you don't know what the heck they're going to do. Go elsewhere with your money. Go to Thursday Night Football. Maybe you go through the 1 o'clock slate because you don't have your team playing until 4 and you want some rooting interest in some of those early games. It's daily fantasy. It's a way to make money, and it's good to be right, especially on Prize Picks. Use promo code THEOD. Submit those lineups, win some money, share it with us. CCAT, we got the happy hour on the other side here. We're going to bring in Tina. We got to talk about this other sports gambling debacle that's happening coming out of the college basketball world, plus some Thursday Night Football preview action as we got the Commanders and the Packers, 2 NFC contenders, showing down at Lambeau Field tonight. That's CCAT. I'm Theo Dorsey. We're Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Anajar and Levine.
Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
ESPN 106.3.
WESP Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Business owners, are your employees driving you nuts? Is money tight? Or have you just poured your heart and soul into your business and now it's time to retire and just relax? At Transworld Business Advisors, they have buyers from all over the world ready to buy your business now. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value. 561-203-5121. That's 561-203-5121 or visit tworld.com today.
Experience the power and prestige of the new 2025 Range Rover Sport P530 Dynamic SE. Now available for lease at just $1529 a month for 36 months. With $89.95 due at signing, you'll be behind the wheel of true luxury and performance. But hurry, offers like this don't last forever. Visit Land Rover Palm Beach today and drive the future of sophistication. Land Rover, above and beyond.
PNC Bank salutes you, Soccer on the Radio listener. While others will just read about the match, you're laser focused on every detail. At PNC Bank, we get it. We're all in on helping you make smart money moves and score your financial goals. See how at pnc.com/brilliantlyboring. PNC Bank, proud banking sponsor of Inter Miami CF radio broadcasts and Brilliantly Boring since 1865. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Does your business leave a lasting impression? Attractive, eye-catching signs help you stand out from the crowd and create a strong brand identity. Our team at Signorama West Palm are experts in helping your business get noticed and get effective signage in front of your potential customers. Our team can turn your blank windows or plain vehicles into money-making branding machines by drawing customers' attention to your business. So if you're looking to leave that lasting impression, call us 561-687-7993 or visit signoramawpb.com.
The Canes are going into week 3. This Saturday, September 13th, it's Miami and South Florida at 4:30, and you know Hard Rock Stadium will be rocking. Then circle it now for one of the biggest matchups of the season as the Florida Gators come to town on Saturday, September 20th. Grab your seats now at MiamiHurricanes.com/football tickets. That's MiamiHurricanes.com/football tickets, and go Canes!
Hi, I'm Michael Manzo, owner and founder of Manzo's Italian Deli, and
Stop, Dad. After 20 years, people are tired of hearing your voice.
Yeah, and your lame-ass commercials.
Fresh prosciutto, mozzarella, outstanding.
Oh, please.
There's only one reason Manzo's is voted #1 deli in Palm Beach County for 20 years. Our mother.
She makes sure you prepare everything from scratch using only the freshest ingredients.
Manso's Italian Deli is located on Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard, right next to Rain Dancers.
Is that a strip club?
No, it's a steakhouse. Manso's is open weekdays from 8 to 5 and offers free delivery. So stop by or call 697-9411. That's 697-9411.
we also specialize in hot and cold catering for corporate functions and special events.
Just ask anyone who was at my last birthday party.
What if every use of your debit card turns spare change into something meaningful, like growing your savings and supporting local community causes? With Flagler Credit Union's Impact Checking with Everyday Change, your spare change can have big impact. Each transaction can be rounded up to grow your savings and support nonprofits that provide meals, shelter, and essential services locally. Make an impact in your life and in your community. Open your Impact Checking account today. Insured by NCUA, official credit union of Florida Atlantic University Athletics.
The road is calling. Embrace the thrill of the drive with the fully electric Audi Q6 e-tron. Featuring effortless power, serious acceleration, and advanced Audi tech. The next chapter of Audi is here. Get exceptional offers at your local Audi dealer.
Racetrack is proud to support our local high school football teams. Whether it's Friday night lights or tailgate parties, Racetrack has whatever gets you going to fuel all the gridiron excitement this fall. Grab your favorite snacks, crispy chips, delicious Nathan's hot dogs, sweet treats, or our house-made pizza slices. Don't forget to quench your thirst with a variety of ice-cold drinks. Racetrack, your one-stop shop to fuel your football Fridays.
You lather, rinse, moisturize, and repeat. At this point, you're practically training for the Shower Olympics. But here's the twist. It's not your shampoo's fault, it's your water. Hard water leaves a mineral residue that clogs your pores and dries out your hair. Culligan water softeners remove damaging minerals, revitalizing brittle hair and dry skin. Upgrade your shower system today for only $79 a month. Visit Culligan.com for more information or just say,
Hey, Culligan man!
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
The man your man could smell it.
Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Streaming live on YouTube.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
Here's Theo Dorsey.
Good people. It is Thursday, September 11th. It is I guess not the eve. It is the night of Commanders-Packers. Thursday night football. Week 2 of the NFL opens up tonight with a great one. It's your boy Theo Dorsey. We are in the happy hour here. And like we have all week long, it is time now for our daily afternoon showers here in West Palm Beach. Pouring down. The skies open up. Every single time we're on the show, right around the happy hour, it just gets gloomy outside. It starts raining profusely. This is probably the lightest we've actually had it, but it's absolutely depressing. There's Seacat on the other side of the glass. Tina's pulled up as well here for the happy hour. And can y'all admit, like, now I see why they say the depression rates are so high in, like, Seattle and, like, London, places where it rains and it's gloomy all the time. This affects your mood.
But we, as South Floridians, completely avoid seasonal depression disorder, right? Like, we're not stuck inside at any point of the year.
Right.
Whereas everywhere up north, you might not spend more than 30 seconds outside every single day for 4 months on end.
It's kind of whack, man. It's tough.
That stinks. It stinks to be them.
That's why I don't live up there.
So I'll make the trade for some rainy days on a consistent basis for a month or so in exchange for being outside in early January.
It's great for the plants.
This is sad. I love the sunshine.
Yeah.
And this whole week, we've had rain every time during the show.
Every day.
It's had me stay here a little bit later. I have to plan of when I'm leaving. I'm like, okay, right now I don't have a rain jacket or an umbrella with me, which I need to purchase. But I'm trying to just strategically.
It's all right. Oh, it's okay.
That's a big word for Alma. Strategically.
There you go.
Plan out when I'm leaving because we have a bit of a longer walk to a parking garage at the moment.
Terrible inconvenience. Terrible timing for this.
Terrible timing.
Yeah.
So
Get your act
I'm
together.
either leaving maybe a little bit earlier because it's not raining or staying a little bit later because it's monsooning at 5 p.m. So it's been, hit or miss this week.
Hit or miss for sure.
It's been nice to be the last guy leaving the office on a couple of days this week because I avoid all of those showers. Like the rain stops at like 7:30 or 8. So I get very fortunate the past couple of days.
He's not first one ever. He's always last one out, C-Cat, at the ESPN West Palm office.
Now, Tina's been beating me a couple of days.
Yeah.
Sometimes Tina will be the last one out. Yeah.
Really? Do y'all kind of have a stare down on the way out? Do y'all kind of look at each other?
No.
Like, it just happens?
No, I try to escape without her realizing that she's the last one out. I want there to be a seed of doubt that maybe, just maybe, I'm behind this door right now.
Right, that's true.
Actually grinding away still, even if I'm not.
Yeah, that's a good plan by you. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Keep them guessing. Keep them on their toes. Keep them not parched. What's the opposite of parched? Quenched. Keep them quenched, Tina. And let's deliver that cocktail of the day.
There used to be a gum, probably still is a gum, called Quench.
Why? Was it super juicy?
Yeah, it was. It probably did the opposite effect.
There is a Quench hydration stick at Vitacost.com.
Wow.
Oh, I want to hear more about that after this.
Talk to me.
Yes.
Talk to me.
Today's cocktail of the day is called the Patriot.
Wow.
And you've got some whiskey.
Okay.
Some maple syrup.
Whiskey, maple syrup.
Cranberry juice.
Cranberry
Angostura bitters, and you garnish with a cinnamon stick.
Whiskey. All right, run it back on me again. Whiskey with maple syrup.
Yes. Cranberry juice.
Yeah.
Angostura bitters, and you garnish with a cinnamon stick.
It's not bad. Whiskey-based cocktails, I am 10 toes down for. That is not a bad little mix-up right there. And I will say this, too. I think the Patriots are going to be down in them things left and right in their sorrows once the Dolphins are done with them. I think I'm all the way on board. We're going to be giving our cover 5 picks later on in this segment here in the happy hour, guys.
Okay.
I'm 10 toes down on the Dolphins actually getting that win at Hard Rock Stadium. Everybody, it's a zig, it's a zag. I know you're with me. You're a madman.
I love zagging when the world zigs.
Let's do it. Let's be the zag, the zag team. You get it, like a tag team?
Yeah.
But the zag team.
Tina, tell me what's going on with Vitacost and Quench.
Quench was the most recent hydration packets that I got from Sport Certified by Vitacost.
Nice.
Again, I love the fact that I don't have to just go to one brand. I can get out of my comfort zone a little bit, try different brands. The reviews on Quench were amazing. So I'm like, I'm going to give this a try. I don't usually try this hydration electrolyte packet. So I'm going to get that. I'm going to get some protein powder that I've never had before, but they're different ingredients. It's vegan. I'm going to get out of my comfort zone a little bit. Try this. Need some new creatine. I'm actually about done with my creatine right now. I got to order some more of that. Maybe I try a new brand this time. I love the fact that I have so many options at Vitacost.com and their sport certified products. And my favorite part also is the discount.
Come on now.
ESPN 20% off your order. You don't have to be training for a race, say an Ironman, a triathlon, a marathon. You don't have to be a gym junkie like me, going to the gym often, 4 or 5 times a week, maybe every day. You could just be trying to get a little more health conscious and making better nutrition and supplement decisions.
Yes.
Sport certified by Vitacost. Go to Vitacost.com and use the code ESPN20. ESPN20 for 20% off your order. If you are watching the stream right now, brought to you by Prize Picks, Theo is being very distracting.
Not distracting. I'm pointing to the ESPN 20 promo code.
Oh, okay. That's what you're doing. Okay, I was like, what are you doing?
I'm pointing to the promo code.
Well, yesterday you had a crown on your head, and where I sit.
That wasn't real. That was AI.
Where I sit in the studio, I can't see. I see the stream.
Yeah.
But I don't see maybe the AI edits or things that CCAT does in the back end.
Right. But you see the.
So
you see that?
I see. I see what. I get it now.
CCAT, here, take this pin. Here you go. Reach for it. Here. Over here.
Perks of watching the stream, you can,
Here you go. Take the pin. Now point to the Prize Picks promo code. You had a pin in your hand earlier.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Where's the pin? You gotta hide it. All right, so hide it. If you're listening to us, I know this isn't helping you.
No.
Hide the pin. Put it in your other hand. All right, hide it. All right, take this pin. Here, there you go. Take that.
Oh, thanks.
And
Whoa.
Then, yeah, see that? Oh, I gave it to him. Right through there, and that's the Prize Picks.
Perks of watching the stream.
Yeah,
you can
cool.
watch this. You can see during the breaks. I actually whacked myself in the face with my computer as I was trying to get in my chair.
How do you even?
It was just I was trying to hold my computer. I was trying to get into my chair and move, and you can see with our cameras on during the breaks. Some things that happen.
Yeah, we can treat, theoretically speaking, like, I don't know, your favorite city's zoo's panda bear. Like, you can just turn on the stream any time of day and just observe what we're doing when we're not talking.
Why don't Russo and Rizzo have their cameras on during the breaks?
These guys are afraid of everything.
They're nervous. Nervous Nancy's.
I know, like, Mike doesn't want people to see him fixing his hair. He's always fixing his hair. He started fixing his hair with a minutes ago on the show on the one day that we didn't have cameras on. Colin's saying goodbye. We got 60 seconds left, and he just pops the headsets off and then looks over at the reflection in the fridge behind him and is fixing his hair for 45 seconds.
So he's not just fixing his hair like this. He's turning around looking at the reflection of the.
Yes.
Wow. I did not know this about the Riz.
Well, Mike does take care of his hair.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's got good hair.
Nice head of hair.
Yeah, nice head of hair, man. That's the Sicilian in him.
No, the Paisan.
Paisan?
Yeah.
Is that his new thing now? I thought he was Sicilian.
Well, no, it's a different word, Us Italians.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Different vernacular.
I don't want to be disrespectful. Sorry. Talking to a real Italian right here. Joe is in Jupiter. He's not an Italian, but he is a Cowboy fan.
You don't know that.
All right, well, Joe is in Jupiter. He's joining the Baptist Health Hotline. Joe, are you Italian?
I'm not Italian, but some people say that I have a little bit of dark skin to me, though. But Lebanese is what my dad's.
Okay.
Way back in the day. But no, anyways.
Another question. No, before you go, Joe, do you like Italian subs? I like Italian subs.
Do.
Yeah, so there you
go.
go.
Yeah, I like any kind of stuff.
You are what
really,
you
honestly.
eat.
Yeah.
All right, Joe. Back to
Absolutely.
back to what you were. You had a point to make. What was your point right here, Joe and Jupiter, Cowboys fan?
I just tuned in, and y'all were talking about weather. I mean, obviously, I'm a fanatic, delusional Cowboys fan, but I also am a weather guy. And one of the reasons that I loved we moved to Florida 5 years ago is you never know we love rain, we love all the storms and all that kind of stuff. But y'all were talking about rain affecting sports and stuff like that. And what I also do to try to stay in shape, Tina, you might appreciate this. I don't work out, but I play pickleball almost every night.
Come on.
Here at a local, massive, huge. I'm not going to say the name of this park. I could here in Stewart, and that keeps me in shape 2 hours a night. And I love the weather until it starts raining about 5 o'clock, because then after that, you got to wait for the courts to dry. I was just. I'm because you don't want to play in slick courts. I got good shoes, but like I say, the weather is fantastic here. I love the rain, but like I say, it's affecting me now more than ever because at 54 years old, playing pickleball keeps me in shape, and I'm not bad at it, to be honest.
Yeah, Joe, come on, man. Is this a pickleball commercial, Joe? Joe is in Jupiter. Joe, good. I am happy for you in your pickleball theatrics. Find an indoor court. Joe,
I felt misled there by Joe.
What did he tell you on the phone?
Joe said, I've got something on the rain that are connected to sports.
Okay.
I thought this was going to be a simile about Dak Prescott or something to do with Jalen Carter, and it's raining down like his spit on a Thursday night. Like, I thought I was going to get something
maybe
there.
he was about to go to that, though. He just, sometimes he gets distracted because he starts talking. And Joe, good points there, I like the fact that he played. Do you appreciate it, like he said, Tina? He assumed for you. Do you appreciate that he plays pickleball a lot?
Yeah, I love playing pickleball. I haven't played in quite some time, and I miss it. I was playing 2-3 times a week sometimes with Dean Thomas.
Yeah.
So
I guess he was right about that.
I haven't found any indoor courts either for pickleball.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you have, but you just haven't.
I have not found them. Well, no, I have not found them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Not here locally.
Okay. All right.
Pickleball, I've never played.
I've seen you play at a pickleball court indoor before.
Doesn't exist anymore.
Okay, well, there it is.
Theo doesn't get the picture, man. Theo simply can't take a hint. Theo
He's
cannot take a hint.
He's looking at me like you're wrong.
I know
like,
you're wrong. You could say I used to play indoors at a pickleball court, and then that court.
Never played pickleball. I don't think I ever will play pickleball.
Why?
I think I'm deciding. You know what? I only need one thing. I don't need to have another hobby.
It's taking a stand.
If it's so accessible that anybody can do it, not everybody has to do it. And I'm going to be the guy who doesn't play pickleball.
I got 6 paddles ready to go in my car.
But when's the last time you played, though?
It's been a few months. But I'm ready to play whenever.
Those paddles are going to melt.
No, they're not. They're in my trunk. They're fine.
Can we play inside? Like here? Like in the office? Can we play pickleball?
Yeah.
Sure. You want me to bring my paddles in tomorrow? We can play?
You just said, C-Cat, you're going to be the non-pickleball guy.
Not real pickleball, though. I'll make my own version of it.
What are you going to call it?
I don't play by the rules.
Cucumber ball?
I'll throw a table.
Cat ball?
And it'll be essentially table tennis with pickleball paraphernalia. That's what I would do.
Okay.
I'd use the conference room and use that really long executive table.
Yeah.
And then play pickleball on that table. Not standing on it.
We could move the tables a little bit and make a
pickleball court.
Yeah.
We should do it. We should have a table tennis thing here.
Yeah.
You guys want so many games here.
Yeah, because what the hell?
Well, no. We don't want so many. We want a game.
One
It never came.
Okay, we'll find it on Facebook Marketplace.
Joe and Jupiter just commented on the ESPN West Palm chat. He says, I play outdoors.
That's the problem with the rain.
Yeah,
it makes it slick.
Yeah. That was his point.
That was the sports in the rain.
Are there lightning troubles with pickleball? Are you afraid of getting struck by lightning?
I think no matter what I'm outside, if it's lightning,
Thank you. See, there will be a lightning delay in a pickleball match. Yeah.
It's a little bit different for other sports,
No,
like
it's
in
not.
golf, where you have an iron sticking to the sky as a lightning rod, or if you're playing baseball with a metal bat, again, you're holding this metal rod pointing to the sky.
That's not
a little bit
What about
more
football?
dangerous.
Yeah. I guess there's probably some pieces of metal in your
And you also have the metal bleachers that are there at football games.
There's no sport where it's safe to be outside when lightning is near, though. It's not safe to be outside when lightning is around. That's the thing.
A little dramatic.
It's not dramatic. It's just the laws of physics.
So you think that Florida should go under martial law whenever there is lightning? Say, everyone indoors now. You think that should be? Nah.
You don't have to. I'm just saying at a sporting event, it is responsible for everybody to go find shelter during lightning.
I don't know. I kind of like that big, stiff breeze that comes through when you know a storm's about to hit.
Yeah,
and it makes it easier to play sports outside in Florida.
Okay.
When a storm isn't hitting you, but you can see it's going to hit an area around you. So you get all of the wind and you hear the thunder, but you're not actually getting downpour. That's a good feeling.
Is he an idiot?
Do you know when you're just like having a conversation, you know you're not going to win? Like they're not going to let you win? Like that's right now. Like Seagats not going to let us win this conversation.
If I get struck by lightning, I will change my tune.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I don't want you to get struck by lightning.
Well, it's not. It doesn't
But
happen to a
until
lot of
then, show me the proof of concept of myself getting struck by lightning, and I will show you AI-generated content. It's never happened before.
All right, let's see. How many people have been struck by lightning? In the United States, 1 in 10,000 people are hit by lightning during their lifetime.
Oh, I'm taking those odds.
1 in 10,000. Well, most people go inside. I think the numbers will be higher if they were out there, gallivanting in the fields.
Tina, how many people work for our company? Not our office, but just in general.
Good Karma Brands?
Yeah.
It's like at 500 or more.
Yeah, it's got to be a lot. Yeah. We don't have 10,000. What do you think
I was trying to get a sample size. All right.
Okay, you're trying to get a sample size of 10,000. What's 10,000 look like? Okay.
Yeah. What's a number that would be 10,000? Are there 10,000 NFL players? Okay.
Think about a football stadium. Your capacity is around 70,000 for most stadiums. They're probably about 90% full. So 60,000 people in an NFL stadium on a typical Sunday, and 6 of those people.
I think we could do better. I think we could get an exact 10,000 number, like a basketball arena, right?
You're right, basketball arena. Let's see, Kaseya Center.
Like, how do you even Google search this?
Just search capacity.
All right.
Capacity of Kaseya Center is actually 19,600. It's a lot of people.
All right. So let's say it's a Tuesday tip and it's Hornets, Heat, half capacity at Kaseya Center.
Yeah.
You're seeing at least one person in that arena not has been struck by lightning, but will have before their life is complete.
Yes.
I'm taking those odds every day of the week.
What, that you wouldn't be the person?
Yeah, because think about it.
Well, you're going to make yourself more likely if you if you parade around in storms. Yeah, you're going to.
Most people aren't just like outside when there's lightning going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's people that work in more hazardous fields,
and they tell them
part of it.
Yeah, they tell them to go inside. Everything stops when lightning comes out. These numbers probably were higher back in the day. That's when we started realizing, oh my God, it's hard to survive one of those things.
I don't know, because we weren't in buildings that were as tall back in the day. So I think maybe as humans, we took 4 steps forward, but maybe 3 steps back.
A conversation we're never going to win, Theo.
So what is your thought process? You think lightning would never strike you, or you think you would just survive the strike?
I think I can put it in pen. The Christian Cat guarantee that I will never be struck by lightning.
But are you going to go outside and frolic in the thunderstorms?
Yeah.
That's not even a big thing. You're acting like that's a bold proclamation. First of all, you're not going to frolic in thunderstorms. You got to show us video of you doing that first and foremost.
Dude, every Sunday late afternoon when I play golf, they're always under danger of a thunderstorm coming through. I've played through before.
Okay.
Down in Lake Worth, a couple of course down there.
This guy's got guts.
As long as the random I'm paired with is okay with it. I was like, you know what? Let's do this thing. It's like when someone follows you when it's a questionable yellow-red light and you go through that yellow light that's about to turn red and the person behind you also does it. It's like, I'll take the risk if you will. Let's go. You're crazy. I'm crazy.
That always happens to me when there's a big truck in front of me and I can't see the light.
Yes.
Hate when that happens.
You have to guess.
Yeah, and I'm just like, well, I'm not missing this light. And then it's me and him out there, and then it's like, oh, I think I did something illegal here, but let's see if the cops let me go.
So for everyone else out there, you probably should listen to the advice of Theo and Tina, but full disclosure, I don't think I'm going to. I'm not saying I should, but I'm just not going to. It's one of those decisions I'm making. I'm not going to play pickleball, and I'm not going to be as precautious as maybe I legally should be when it comes to lightning.
Didn't you play padel?
Yeah.
Weren't you pretty good at padel?
No.
I mean, don't glaze. Tina, Jupiter Joe says, big props to you for having 3 paddles.
6.
Jupiter, yeah, that's what I was saying. What's happening with Jupiter Joe today? He's off. Hey, man, you're off your game.
But thank you, Joe. I'm
You're
always
off your
ready to
game.
go. I'm always ready to play with people.
Yes.
I'm ready.
You're ready, but you don't do it.
I have so many activities in my trunk. I got rollerblades
Wow.
in my trunk ready to go.
Okay.
I got the 6 paddles for pickleball if I want.
Nice.
Beach things. I always got my sunscreen and my towel and beach chairs and umbrella in my trunk.
So if I ever need any of these things, just break into your car.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if I need a recommendation for an oil change?
Oh, I got that. St. Lucie Battery and Tire. All day, every day.
Yes.
Do they do just oil change or they do more?
No, they do so much more.
Nice.
You don't just got to go for an oil change. They got batteries. They've got tires. If your car, just any car issues, call St. Lucie Battery and Tire. Don't stress. Take it to the experts, SLBT, and let them figure it all out. They've got the best price out the door, guarantee. SLBT.com. Find a location near you. And I know it's St. Lucie, but they also have locations here in Palm Beach County. Great team there at the one that I go to, Op Blue Heron and Military. Randall has taken care of me multiple times. I had some tire issues, got those figured out. Battery, got that figured out. SLBT.com. St. Lucie Battery and Tire. They've seen all the things in my trunk, all the activities I have
Yeah.
because they've had my car a few times. So
I'm always cautious of that.
I was going to say, do you consciously clean up when you know you're dropping your car off for service or anything?
Depends on the establishment.
I clean up the back seat, which I never really have anything in my back seat, like maybe like a gym towel or like a return I have to do. But my trunk stays how it is.
Yeah.
I have like a case of water in there that's been in there, I think, for a year.
You should probably not
don't use
You should
it.
throw it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, the plastic can seep in. If it's
Also,
the heat.
Oh, wow.
or use the water to water your plants. You know,
I don't have
I don't want to
plants.
poison your
I'm not
plants.
A plant. I'm not a plant
it's a little
gal.
plastic.
A little plastic never
You
hurt
want all
nobody.
my water
Plastic
for
never
your
hurt no
plants?
plants. No.
Okay.
It might have plastic in it.
Okay.
Hey man, I don't want that. I got my Culligan water, man. I'm good.
That's true.
Yeah.
I had a 7 a.m. tea time today, and it was. I get in my car, and I think there's a spider on my windshield, and I use the windshield wipers, and it was inside, and it was terrifying. It's like, oh no, I got to take care of this now because if I don't get him, he's gonna disappear.
It's gonna go somewhere. You're gonna be thinking about it all dry.
So I found a piece of loose leaf paper that was on the floor, and I had to smash it against the windshield, and I got him. Thankfully, I got him. But now I'm thinking, what if he laid eggs?
It's true.
Tight quarters to have any type of bug problem is your car. A house is one thing, but a car, what are you going to do? You're going 70 miles per hour on 95, and then bang, you feel someone trickling up your leg? Hell
Oof.
no.
That's tough. That's tough. Anything invading your personal space in a car, especially like a critter or something, is just you just got to give the car to them. It's your car until further notice.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do our cover 5 picks against the spread. We're going to deliver those on the other side. You know about cover 5. If you don't, download the app today. You have a chance to not only win some money by beating, theoretically speaking, and Russo and Rizzo will give more details, but then also you have a chance at the season-long prize if you're good at handicapping these spreads. 5 teams against the spread. It's easy to figure out. Download the Cover 5 app and join us on the fun on the other side. That's CCAT. That's Tina. I'm Theo. It's the happy hour on Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
2025 Florida football ticket packages are on sale now. Don't miss any of the 6 home games, including the home opener on August 30th versus Long Island, the SEC home opener versus Texas on October 4th, and Senior Day versus Florida State on November 29th. Visit FloridaGators.com and secure your seat for all the action only in the Swamp.
Get ready, South Florida. It's the 12th annual Boca Raton Bowl. Tuesday, December 23rd, 2 p.m. at FAU's Flagler Credit Union Stadium. 2 of the best group of 5 teams go head-to-head in the ultimate holiday showdown. Over 150 players have gone from this field to the NFL. Who's next? Visit BocaRatonBowl.com for the latest, including when tickets will go on sale. The 12th annual Boca Raton Bowl, Tuesday, December 23rd, 2 p.m. at Flagler Credit Union Stadium.
Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fronrath, proudly representing the residents of South Florida since 1985, and proud supporter of Inter Miami on ESPN West Palm. Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fronrath has attorneys across South Florida ready to fight for your rights. They've recovered billions for their clients, and you won't pay anything unless you win your case. If you have been injured, call the attorneys at Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fronrath, 561-867-4117, or online at foryourrights.com. Main office in West Palm Beach.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc.
Tired of being sidelined by a sports injury? Get back in the game with Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Whether you're a professional athlete or even a weekend warrior, you can get back to doing what you love with our compassionate orthopedic team. Experience a new level of care and get back to your best. Welcome to being treated like a pro. Make an appointment today at baptisthealth.net/ortho or call 833-556-6764.
Tina, I've been looking everywhere for you.
Hey, Colin, what's up?
How's the gym?
It's been great. I'm seeing results. My sports-certified Vitacost products have made a world of difference.
Oh, same. Isn't it great? Vitacost is basically the reason I've been able to keep up with Ironman training. Everything you need is in one place for my BCAAs, protein, and electrolytes. Best part, it's all clean and free of banned substances.
Go re-up on your supplements today. Visit Vitacost.com and use code ESPN20 for 20% off. Level up your game with Vitacost.
The road is calling. Embrace the thrill of the drive with the fully electric Audi Q6 e-tron. Featuring effortless power, serious acceleration, and advanced Audi tech. The next chapter of Audi is here. Get exceptional offers at your local Audi dealer.
Calling all sports fans, grab your MVP card and head to Duffy's where you can catch all of the action. Not an MVP? Sign up for free and start earning rewards today. Duffy's is voted the best sports grill year after year with their award-winning burgers and wings. Don't forget about Duffy's famous 2-for-1 drinks all day, every day. And with over 80 TVs in every location, you'll never miss a minute of the game. Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more. Duffy's, our game is always on.
Mike Rizzo here with the Sports Business Minute presented by the Florida Atlantic MBA in Sport Management Program. The NFL is back. We had games on Thursday, Friday, Sunday, and Monday. I want to focus a little bit on that game on Friday. So as we know, the NFL is always trying new things when it comes to their broadcast, when it comes to who's streaming their broadcast. Well, how about this? YouTube and YouTube TV drew 16.2 million viewers for the Chiefs and Chargers in Sao Paulo, Brazil. And it was the first ever YouTube exclusive game. Obviously, YouTube TV had it as well. 16.2 million on YouTube. This is the Sports Business Minute presented by the Florida Atlantic MBA in Sport Management Program. Accelerate your career in sports with the program committed to developing top-notch executives and managers with a focus on the job placement for students and graduates. The Florida Atlantic MBA in Sport Management Program.
So let it rip.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
We are locked and loaded. Week 2 of the NFL kicking off tonight with the Commanders and the Packers. We are going to give our picks against the spread via the Cover 5 app. And we're going to tell you how you can join in on that contest. Russo and Rizzo versus Theoretically Speaking versus the good people who are fans of ESPN West Palm. It's going to be a thrill of a season-long contest and week-to-week chances for you to earn money and win the grand prize. We'll get to all of that. But, Tina, I need to know, as we try to work out these picks, where's the best place in the area to just work out the bones, the muscles, the body?
F45. And I was just thinking about this. When you work out at F45, you don't have to worry about if it's raining or not. Joe and Jupiter, I'll give you a 45-minute workout instead of a 2-hour workout.
Come on.
And you don't need the rain. You can go, it's indoors.
Indoor.
Sunshine, rain, always happening at F45. F45 Palm Beach Gardens. I love the fact that at 5:15 a.m., I'm kind of like, I got a lot of energy in the morning still, but I'm not fully, awake. So I love the fact that I can walk in. The TVs tell me exactly what I'm doing. There's a coach there to help modify if maybe I need to do that. They also are there to encourage you to lift heavier and to move faster. So F45 Palm Beach Gardens, a great place to try out if you're looking to do a cardio class, a strength class, a little bit of both. Check out their social media handles to see the specials that they've got going on, or go to f45training.com to find a location near you.
Workout class is a community.
Yes.
It's where people build lifelong bonds.
Yes.
Now it's time to build lifelong bread.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
right?
good. No, you're right.
Uh-huh.
Well, how's this Cover 5 contest thing work?
So download the Cover 5 app. You use the join code MVP 2025. That is MVP 2025. And bang, you make 5 picks against the spread on this upcoming NFL slate. If you beat both, theoretically speaking, and Russo and Rizzo with your picks that week, you are entered to win a $25 Duffy's gift card. And if you have the highest score for the season-long contest, you're going to win the grand prize, which we will unveil in the coming days.
Wow.
And we're also doing the season-long, just a little side action between Theoretically Speaking and Russo and Rizzo. So the winners between the shows will have to force the losers to be street performers for a day.
Can I add one thing?
No.
If you want to be
Why'd you ask?
involved in the grand prize and have the opportunity to maybe win this grand prize, you have to be entered by week 4.
By week 4 of the NFL season.
Week 4 of the NFL season. If you want the opportunity or the possibility to win the grand prize.
It's a good grand prize, too.
It's a really good grand prize.
Yeah. I understand why we have to delay announcing it. But, yeah, get in now. Get in now. It's week 2. You have until week 4, as Tina said, to join. Cover 5 app. Download it. You're picking against the spread, and you want your team to cover in a demonstrative way. That's the way in which you win.
Exactly. It's not just every cover is created equal. If you picked the Colts against the spread last week, you not only won that pick, you got 19.5 points. And if you picked the Dolphins, you got negative 19.5 points, which just so happened to happen to me and Theo. So it's not too hard to beat, theoretically speaking, in Russo and Rizzo. So the chances you could win that Duffy's gift card, pretty darn high. But I'm going to do everything in my power to do better this week. How about you, Theo?
So that's the hope. Yeah, I don't want people to beat us. Okay. I like to see the good people thrive. How about we look at the board right quick and we make some picks? Do we want to touch Thursday Night Football? Commanders, Packers. The line on the Cover 5 app is -3.5 in favor of the Pack. They blew out the Lions.
I don't want to.
Okay.
I want to watch that game as a football fan, not as someone with skin in the game, if we're being honest.
All right, so let's move along. Rams, Titans. The Rams are favored by 5.5 points. It's in Nashville, though. I don't. Even if the Rams cover it, it's not going to be a blowout.
No.
How about Seahawks, Steelers? I don't know if we're on different sides of this thing, but I think there's a world in which the Seahawks defense gets very opportunistic against a shifty Aaron Rodgers in the pocket. He wants to get rid of the ball quick, couple pick sixes or something. I don't know.
Pittsburgh -2.5 on Cover 5.
Is it a stay away as well?
If I was going to pick a side, I would have picked Pittsburgh.
No. Okay, we'll move on. Buffalo, the Bills are 6.5 point favorites at the New York Jets.
Is it a trap to go with the Jets here? I want the Jets +6.5 in that matchup.
Yeah, but you don't think the Jets would ever blow the Bills out? You know,
like by a touchdown and bang, that's 13.5 points.
You know what? No. What are we doing here? All right, we'll come back to that. We'll come back. We'll consider it. How about the Lions? The Lions are 6.5-point favorites at home against the Bears. Don't you just think the Bears might be better than that? I mean, a whole touchdown on a division rival. The Bears are competitive this year.
Give me Chicago.
I like it.
I know head coach Dan Campbell said it's a guarantee that the Lions will beat the Bears.
Yeah.
But it's not a guarantee the Lions will cover against the Bears.
Let's go with the Bears. That's our first. You like that pick, Tim?
I like it.
Good.
Chicago plus 6.5, and hopefully they cover by a lot more than just that.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully they win by 50. That will really help us in cover 5. That's how it works. How about the Cowboys and your New York Giants? I know they're your second favorite team, but you like them to make the playoffs this year. Cowboys 5.5-point favorites at home.
Cowboys covered on Thursday Night Football to start the season.
Yeah.
Giants did not cover against the Commanders to start their season.
That's tough.
Ooh, do you see how I stuttered there?
Yeah.
I said to dart their season.
Are you alluding to something here?
He's not playing this week, or he's not starting a quarterback for the New York Giants this week. I think we're going to see a Dallas win and cover, and you will see Jackson Dart start for the Giants week 3.
Could this be a bludgeoning? Could this be the nail in the coffin for Russell Wilson?
I think so. I'm in on picking Dallas here.
All right, let's go with Dallas. Let's go with the Cowboys. Cowboys minus 5.5. Okay. All right, that's our second pick for cover 5. This is how simple it works. Let's keep it going. The Bengals versus the Browns. Or excuse me, the Ravens versus the Browns. Ravens at home, 10.5 points is a lot, but I mean, come on. Yeah, I know you would hate this. As a Ravens fan, you know that this could be a slugfest.
Yes, and it historically usually is a slugfest, and even when the Ravens look like they're blowing out the Browns, they blew a 2-possession lead in the fourth quarter last year and lost the game outright. I do not want to eat 10.5 points.
All right, 49ers, Saints. Niners 4.5-point favorites on the road in New Orleans. We talked about this game because there's no no Brock Purdy. You got Mac Jones in. We stay away from that.
I want to take a bite out of the Saints apple. Am I crazy?
No, yeah, you're crazy, yeah.
Okay, so we're not picking that game at all?
Picking that game. Sorry. Dolphins, Patriots. Can we go with the Fins again?
Let's go with the Fins again.
Let's go with the Fins.
What could go wrong?
Miami, minus 1.5. I think the Patriots are a bad football team. Vrabel is overrated.
We've got 3 picks loaded. We need 2 more to go. We've got plenty of board to work with.
That's how cover 5 works. How about the Broncos minus 2.5 at Indianapolis?
The Colts cannot be as good as they looked last week.
They weren't. I think that had more to do with the Dolphins. That had more to do with the Colts defense being solid. I think Sean Payton is looking for a bounce-back game out of his offense, and he's the kind of guy to go pedal to the metal. If they get up on the Colts, he's not letting up.
This is a great zig when last week they zagged. The Denver Broncos did not cover in their week 1 matchup, and the Colts obviously did cover. It's time for the Broncos.
Denver minus 2.5. That's our 4th pick.
Battle of horses.
Colts, Broncos. This guy. I didn't realize 2 horse mascots and no sharks.
Crazy.
What's the NFL doing?
And Peyton Manning's teams he played for.
This is the Manning Bowl.
All right, so we've got a couple of bangers.
Oh, my God.
Awaiting us.
Don't do it.
We've got a Super Bowl rematch. Eagles, Chiefs.
I can't do it.
Eagles are favored by 1.5 at 4:25 p.m. kickoff.
No.
You're just putting the kibosh on the game entirely?
I can't touch that game. You know what's funny? I think the Chiefs are going to win it. I can't touch that game, though.
All right. Minnesota is going to host Atlanta, and Minnesota is 4.5-point favorites. I want Atlanta in this game.
Yeah, I'm with you.
They played 3 quarters of bad football, 1 quarter of good football.
Yep. Give me the Falcons. Falcons plus 4.5.
Another zig when they're zagging.
Oh my
the Falcons didn't cover last week, did they?
That is stupid. No, they lost. They lost outright. They lost by 3. I don't remember what the spread was, but I think they had to have not covered.
Might have pushed because home. Yeah.
Give me the Falcons. That's easy. That was easy. So Russo and Rizzo is going to make their picks. If you think you can do better than us on Cover 5, again, Cover 5 app, use promo code MVP2025. You want your team to cover the spread as demonstratively as possible. You get a cumulative score. If you get whooped on the spread, you get a negative score. If you win it big, you get a positive score. And if you beat both teams, you get entered into a draft, into a drawing.
Yeah. That's
to
how you
win a
pronounce that.
$25. Yeah, drawing, draft, same thing. To win $25 through Duffy's Sports Grill, $25 Duffy's MVP gift card.
And if you do that right now, you'll see our picks. I just input them for team theoretically speaking.
Perfect.
Actually, you can't see them yet. You'll see them when those games kick off.
Okay, well, yeah, see? Because you don't want to be people stealing our picks. How about we keep our picks secret so nobody can steal them?
No.
Okay.
We got to do it to promote the app.
Okay. Dang it. All right, well, there goes our picks. I don't think they could do better anyways.
No.
More happy hour, more theoretically speaking on the other side, specifically a Thursday night football preview. I'll give you a couple of prize picks plays. We'll also just talk specifically to the matchup, Commanders-Packers. That's CCAT. That's Teen. I'm Theo Dorsey. We're theoretically speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Hey, it's Theo Dorsey. My favorite time of year is here, football season. And if you're a fan of football, you need to be playing Prize Picks. It's simple to play. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. Will Saquon Barkley have more or less than 1 rushing touchdown? Will Joe Burrow throw more or less than 2.5 passing touchdowns? If your picks are right, you can cash in. Prize Picks also puts their users first, so all withdrawals are fast and safe and secure. They offer Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard, and more for quick and easy deposits into your account all football season. We make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Download the app today and use code THEOD to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code THEOD to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Coach Saban here. On the field or on your walls, coverage matters. That's why I go with Behr Marquee Interior Paint and Primer from the Home Depot.
Exceptional hide, advanced stain blocking, and over 1,000 colors to choose from. Behr Marquee delivers one-coat coverage that stands up to real life. One-coat coverage, no overtime. Behr Marquee, only at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Valid only when tinted to colors from the Behr Marquee Interior One-Coat Hide Collection.
eBay has reinvented vehicle buying. From click to curb, everything's covered. Ever try to buy a car online and end up in a parking lot with a stranger and some blind trust? That era is over. Now with Secure Purchase, eBay isn't just where you find your car. It's where you buy it, start to finish. Title, financing, registration, delivery, it's all built in. This is the modern way to buy your next ride on eBay. eBay. Things people love. Secure Purchase is powered by Caramel Dealer Services, LLC, an eBay subsidiary.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
Micah Parsons and the Green Bay Packers versus Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders tonight on Thursday Night Football. I give you an angle on the other side. But what I will tell you is this is a scorching hot matchup. It is a blazing hot matchup. These are the kind of matchups you want to see in a primetime slot. This is what you like to see as a neutral fan of the NFL. 2 contenders facing off on a Thursday night. I remember when Thursday Night Football used to give us cool, ice cold, weak matchups. But this one's hot. This one's hot. You know what's cool when I need it to be?
Your house.
Yes. And that's because I have EDS air conditioning and plumbing. Why didn't nobody get this? This is a call and response, guys.
It's a clock. Let's go.
EDSisyes.com. That's the place to go to be locked in with the good people that I'm locked in with. And they are now also offering 0% interest financing for 60 months to qualified customers. Look around. Survey the home. Is there a room that is too hot or too cold than others? Okay. Well, then EDS is yes. Get that checked out. Maybe you don't get hot water when you need it most. EDS is yes. EDSisyes.com. Get tapped in with the good people. They are experts. They do this for a living, and they are South Florida's most trusted AC and plumbing experts. 0% interest for 60 months for qualified customers. Find out if you're qualified online right now. EDSisyes.com. Tap in with the good people. They've been servicing the area for many a years, since 2006. CCAT, Commanders, Packers.
Mm-hmm.
I got to say this to start off with. The Commanders struggled a bit with your NFC East favorite New York Giants. They did.
Yeah.
Out of the gates.
In a literal sense, they still did not allow them in the end zone.
I like Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, Bill or Bill Krosky merit, if you will, to get into the end zone. That's one of my favorite Prize Picks plays for tonight. It's going to be a devil emoji on there, a demon, which means you get more juice behind that. He's the backup running back to Eckler, but he got a lot of play, and he did well with it. 10 carries, 82 yards in that initial game. I like a Bill Krosky merit primetime touchdown. I also like the Packers not just to win, but to cover in this game in general. I think the Packers are a much better team than we're giving them credit for. That defense is rock solid.
What do you mean? Like, we as in me and you, or we as in a collective football fan?
As a collective, they're only 3-point favorites at home against the Commanders right now. That means that Vegas is saying it's a toss-up if it was a neutral site?
Yeah, I think that's fair. One team was in the NFC Championship game that last year.
That's what I'm saying. I think the Packers are going to show us tonight that they're much better than we are anticipating.
Really?
I like Jordan Love hadn't even popped like that yet.
I mean, I'm looking at my watch. I'm still waiting. Just because he hasn't popped out like that yet doesn't mean it's guaranteed that he's going to.
See, I'm trying to tell the guy. Listen.
No.
You're going to find out tonight.
I'm taking the Commanders +3 in this game.
All right, well, we'll see then. Well, you know what? We're on opposite sides, Tina, and that's fine. Who you are? Do you like Packers or Commanders tonight, Tina?
Packers.
Pack. Go, Pack, go. Also, I know who you should go with if you need orthopedic care, and that is Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. You know the people, and welcome to pro-level orthopedic care at Baptist Health. If an injury is keeping you from what you love, our expert team is here to get you back in the game. Trusted by the pros and ready for you because everyone deserves pro-level care. Visit baptisthealth.net/ortho to learn more. I do think that the Packers are going to be solid. I like their running back. I like Jacobs. I like the fact that they haven't even showed us the full throttle yet. Matt LaFleur is a good coach. Give me the Pack. Go, Pack, go. I have them in the Super Bowl as well. Go in love. Go in peace. Go enjoy.
ESPN West Palm is on the move. Brought to you by Safebound Moving and Storage, the most trusted moving company in Florida. You're safe with Safebound.
Hey, it's Evan Cohen from Unsportsmanlike, and if you love football, you're in the right place. ESPN 106.3 has it all. Tonight, NFL Week 2 is here. The Commanders storm into Lambeau to battle the Packers under the lights. Coverage starts at 7:30 here on ESPN 106.3.
Let's go to the Rapids. Go splash, go wild, go together. With over 40 water slides and family-friendly fun, there's something for everyone. Save big on tickets and season passes this summer when you buy online. Upgrade and get unlimited visits, free parking, and more with a season pass. Experience the all-new Mega Mayhem, Florida's first dueling water coaster. Visit rapidswaterpark.com to buy now. Rapids, South Florida's largest water park. Let's go.
Tina, I've been looking everywhere for you.
Hey, Colin, what's up?
How's the gym?
It's been great. I'm seeing results. My sports-certified Vitacost products have made a world of difference.
Oh, same. Isn't it great? Vitacost is basically the reason I've been able to keep up with Ironman training. Everything you need is in one place for my BCAAs, protein, and electrolytes. Best part, it's all clean and free of banned substances.
Go re-up on your supplements today. Visit Vitacost.com and use code ESPN20 for 20% off. Level up your game with Vitacost.
Mas Plus by Messi is hydration plus more. A beverage like no other made to give everyone an extra boost of positivity and inspiration every day. Created by Lil Messi, Mas Plus delivers a balanced blend of electrolytes with natural flavors, no artificial sweeteners or colors, no caffeine, and only 1 gram of cane sugar, plus vitamins with no compromise on quality ingredients. Floridians can purchase Mas Plus by Messi at key retailers across Florida or online at masbymessi.com.
Tired of being sidelined by a sports injury? Get back in the game with Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Whether you're a professional athlete or even a weekend warrior, you can get back to doing what you love with our compassionate orthopedic team. Experience a new level of care and get back to your best. Welcome to being treated like a pro. Make an appointment today at baptisthealth.net/ortho or call 833-556-6764.
Welcome into the Kaiser Sports Update. I'm Kate Chumsland. Well, you could not have asked for a better start to the seasons for the men's and women's soccer teams at Kaiser University. This past weekend, they both went 2-0 with all wins against ranked opponents. The number 1 ranked women's team had an impressive win against number 2 William Carey 2-0, then backed it up with a 3-0 shutout against number 10 Tennessee Southern. The number 17 ranked men's team first dominated number 11 Spring Arbor University with a 6-0 blowout, then squeezed out a 3-2 win against number 19